first question.
Oh my gosh. I came up with that and I didn't think
Okay,
about
well,
answering
all
it
right,
myself.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah, great, thank
Okay,
you.
so what about asking the audience, and people can use one word if you feel like, just what are you left with? What's sitting in your heart?
Whoa.
Whoa?
Whoa, yes.
Oh, I like that word,
That's
whoa.
it. I haven't been to a staged reading before. I mean, I've been to a play. I have a tiny bit of culture, but I haven't been to a reading. And I know it was this interactive. It was kind of trippy because it's like watching TV, but they're there. So like, I want to punch someone. And I can't do that because it's the actual person.
Who do you want to punch? Who do you want to punch?
I really wanted to punch him. Like when he got popped, that was for me.
Yeah, you did. In actuality, you did get it, but you ain't get it from a man. You made us real bad, brother. You made us real bad.
That was a lot,
But you did an excellent job in your performance. Yes, you did.
All right. Other people.
Family.
Family. Family. Yes. Thank you. Other words. What's sitting in your heart? Reflective.
It reminded me of themes that came out in Eyes, Breath, Memory, and as my family's Haitian, so like the kind of conversations about mental illness and the generational trauma that the women carry and the kind of traumas that happen on the island. It was just kind of really great to kind of see that brought in a different light, in a different art medium. So just kind of taking in everything that was kind of
Thank you. Other people. And also, if you feel more comfortable with expanding on your one word, please, it's our time. Somebody's watching.
I want to expand.
Okay, sorry, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm young. I'm a young person. I'm Nigerian, like from Nigeria. And I'm also like in a bit of a transition, like looking for work on like everything with Adina kind of resonated, like feeling stuck in limbo, going through like what you go through. And I've also had things in mental health, like going to therapy, like addressing all this. Healing is very healing.
Yeah, agreed, man. Yeah.
Healing is very healing. So getting to see all these. I also live in Park Slope. So, yeah, so getting to see all this happen in front of me, I was like, oh, you were watching me and writing my story and promoting someone else.
Anybody else? I have a second question.
Realistic and multidimensional. Lots of different stories, lots of different personalities, but all very realistic. Depression, husbands cheating, women going after men that aren't theirs. So many different stories that ring true. Not a Cosby show, right? That show was called back in the 80s, but
Very
something
true,
that's-
ringing true.
Yeah, ringing true.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I just loved this play. I thought it was really beautiful, well directed, and I loved all the acting. The part of it that was really working for me or striking for me is just that you had this lead character that was so much of a giver. And I think sometimes women or just people in general, both genders, you can give so much to a marriage or a family or really invest in someone who might not appreciate the generosity, And so one thing that I really loved is just at the end when the character just said, oh, I love me too, And to be generous with yourself and give to yourself, that was something that I took away from it as well.
Thank you. For myself, when I saw, traumatized, that she has 4 children, which you see, I thought, my God. And she's 30, and the 30-year-olds whom I know personally are still, even with whatever you have if you have a external job that seems like you should be centered, but she had 4 kids before she was 30. What's with that? I was already curious about her. Yes, sir.
The sacrifices that she made,
The sacrifice.
that was just phenomenally presented how, and she didn't even know how to actually express all the love that she had or was giving. And like she said, no one seemed to appreciate all, especially him. He didn't appreciate nothing of what she was giving of herself. And that's so important.
Yeah.
And I speak for black men, like, we need to understand the significance of the role our woman plays. Like when he said little, her little act, that was so disrespectful. You know, like, what she's doing is so monumental to her. And if you don't recognize the I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but it's, you know, brothers got to really like wake up and really see like the role that our sisters are playing in our whole being, state of being.
Right.
You did an excellent job. Oh, you did an excellent job.
I'd like to ask a question, I mean, for everybody, you know, just curious, when did you feel like, oh, she is wanting something, wanting a change?
When her sister started presenting, and she did an excellent job with the brownies.
When the sister started,
Presenting the brownies, and you know, she was so tempted, but she didn't know really where to go with that because she was under such a disciplined way of life
Right.
that, you know, oh my God, I can't take these brownies, but she knows damn well she wants to tear all up into the brownies. Yeah, but
yeah, good. Anybody else? What for you? Did you have a moment where you're like, oh, yes?
I don't remember exactly what the words were, but Dina and her sister were talking, and her sister said something like, so I thought you were going to work on your app. And she said something like, yeah, you know, just like there was obviously something on her mind, and she was supposed to be doing this thing for herself and her own creation, but something was wrong. It was pretty early on.
Was it the that's why you hired them part?
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
talking about the city?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was clear, it was like, oh, she's,
Something,
Something's wrong.
yeah. That's what I thought, wait a minute. Then I go back, which is always fun. You go back into the beginning of the story, like, oh, that's what all the hiring these people, and you know, oh, I always love that.
And the
Yes, sir.
boxes. And the boxes and the picture frames. Like,
Yeah.
why is she picture frames? Why is somebody putting picture frames in a box? That kind of really rung out to me. I'm like, there's something more deeper going on right now with this family. It's a beautiful brownstone.
Right.
Something's not right.
So I have another question, if I may. At the end, and she gets a warning about mothering from her the aunt. I love this family, you know. But you know, so you people know what I mean. So, you know, I didn't say goodbye to them. So do you think, so for the playwright, that when she goes out the room, when she exits, where do you think she's going? What was your impression? Do you think she was going to carry out the warning of don't leave your don't say don't leave your children without saying goodbye?
Yes.
You thought she was going to
Yeah, I think she's gonna go to the children.
to the kids,
Yeah.
not just walk out the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, she would have just been a catalyst to her children having their own emotional, mental issues because of the fact of that abandonment issue or how it would manifest in different types of ways. Because it's just like this continuing, these continuing issues within their family of not being able to kind of be the person to stop that. And so I think she wanted to be the person to be able to be the catalyst and not create that same type of trauma for her own kids and, you know, actually be the person to start on that healing. It's easy to say I want to heal, I want to be a healer, but then like your actions have to reflect that. So I think she wanted to, you know, heed what her aunt said and become that for her children and, you know, do what she needed to do for herself and then bring that back and start anew with them.
Okay. So how many people felt that she's going to heed the warning? Okay, so that became, you know, just so you know that was very, now the very last moment before we have lights down, we have an image. It's not her. She's gone over to talk to the kids. We have another image. And did you have, what resonated with you with that last moment? Who was on the stage, and what was your impression was going to happen?
She was going to roll her sleeves up. She already had the edibles. So she's seen what's happened with her daughter. Like, she presents an exterior, and
Right.
honestly, at the mom, I was kind of pissed off at her too at points. But at the end, like, I see there's love, and that was really evident at the end. I'm going to fight for my kids, because at the end of the day, if I messed up with this one, this ain't happening to my grandkids.
Right.
This ain't going to mess up their lives.
Right.
And this is still my daughter's life. So I'm going to fight for what's my daughter's life now.
And do you have any impressions of what's going to happen with Lillian, who's now pregnant by her cousin's husband?
She shouldn't come back.
They gave you a bad role, sister.
They're all actors.
So wow.
Yeah, you played it well. I ain't gonna lie. But
She's
you
gonna
did
get an
too.
abortion and she's gonna get an Emmy.
Yeah.
That's what I took away.
Yeah.
She's gonna stay snatched and beautiful.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So, robotics, there was that theme. Adina doing robotics at also I should mention, that also, I studied electrical engineering at Howard. So her talking about like engineering building, that also resonated with me. And I'm curious, why robotics as a thing? I'm definitely seen it in Lillian. Like, she gets to play this, and she ain't do much in life. But then she's living what should have been your dream in some form, and this ain't happening for you, and you're like some app maker not making. Why robotics? Was that deliberate?
Robotics is about being in control about the way a brain works, right? And she was controlled by her mom all her life, and if you build the ultimate being as a robotics engineer, you're in control. So she has the kind of imagination to visualize a world that doesn't exist, and that is the future, right? The robots.
But the audacity for her to actually come to her cousin and ask her cousin who was in that field after she had cheated with her cousin's husband. I mean, it don't get much grimier than that. You know, like, damn.
And we love, we as playwrights, we love creating this in our audience. This feeling.
Yes.
Oh yes, because
Yeah. And you wanted to say something. Did you want to say something?
About
Lillian?
Lillian, I don't know. I have a little bit of a soft spot. I think she's gonna go. I don't think she meant to do any of this. She was like, I mean, she screwed up bad, but I don't think she started out to like destroy Adina's life and wreck her family. She screwed up. And she's gonna go and exercise her reproductive choice in whatever way she sees fit, and then she's gonna get that Emmy. And I think these women are not gonna cut her out. The only one who's going away is Mr. Big Dick.
meanwhile, back at the ranch.
But he can't go.
Right.
He's got 4 kids.
Right.
But they're gonna take her back in, and she's gonna learn like the hardest lessons anyone can learn. She's gonna grow and be a better person.
As I was about to say, meanwhile, back at the ranch, her whole family is destroyed. Come on, I mean, I just...
There's gonna be a fight.
I feel like you wrote with her, like she's a multi-dimensional character, Lillian. Like, it's easy to be like she's a villain, but I think about the fact that her mother literally was breaking and had to leave her for her life for how many years, and then came back into her. So she clearly has her own like attachment, abandonment issues that comes out in different ways. So it's easy to just be like she just wants to be a homewrecker, but her own ways of just like trying to find love in different types of people and things, and feeling this need to kind of overperform, and that's why she gets with some of her accomplishments. It's like she's overcompensating a lot, and it's because she's been missing out so much from being able to have that love and that consistency of your mother And like, even though the mother is back in her life now, there's still that kind of like, what if, that absence is still there. So like, it's easy to be like, you know, she did that and a third. But like, you know, there's so much underlying within her actions that, you know, I think that's why the women are so, like, they're not as quick to want to cut her off because there is so much like underlying in there from what she did to her cousin.
Good. You have
I'm enjoying the dynamics that's sparked by the piece, and that it resonated with everybody in a different way, in one level, in a similar way, in another level, which is what art is supposed to do. Yes.
I also think, speaking of dynamics, the family dynamics, right? You have this one man and then two cousins who essentially, one is selfless and one presents themselves as a little bit selfish. And then you have their mothers and the difference in which they raised their children. One was very strict, wanted her child to go on the right path. The other, she was missing her mother. So I just find all of that very interesting within the entire play too.
thank you.
And the daughter.
And the daughter too.
Yeah. Definitely.
You touched on a lot of like cultural points. The secrecy, the shame, just the feeling the need to always impress and want to be something for your mother, just feeling that need to like, I want to be this for you, I want to be seen as like good enough. You know, just that always trying to please and be the caretaker. That's instilled in a lot of like, obviously, you know, like Caribbean American, but like, you know, that getting into
The
that,
Haitian
the Haitian mother,
community,
yeah,
yeah.
like it's in like mothers tell their daughters and they train them to like be the caretakers. Like you are to take care of everybody and their issues, and you overextend yourself to the point of just like nothingness, you know. So like I just seeing all those cultural themes come out, like it was like, you know, really hit me. So
Thank
you did
you.
really, really well.
That's wonderful.
Because the whole purpose of the festival is to allow people of the Caribbean from different cultures to feel that their truth is being explored in theater or film, and to see themselves in the work. And I'm so grateful that you're here to share that, because I could say that, and if there's no one else who's Haitian in the audience, be like, oh, you're no, and that's beautiful, because and so to tell our stories as artists and to own our cultural truth, that's magic. And at the same time, everybody in the audience is Haitian, someone's from Nigeria, everybody's from somewhere different, and yet it resonates. Everybody can see themselves in the story because it's a human story, infused with a very clear cultural reference. So thank you for
Well said.
saying that you saw what I want all of our work to be representative of. Thank you. What I wanted this piece to be representative of. Because I've always been writing from a Haitian American viewpoint, because that's what I am.
Thank you. It hasn't hit since I've read like Edwidge's work, so it was like really nice to see a different form of it.
Yeah, I love Yvette.
She's alive.
She's amazing. She's amazing. Edwidge Dantica. She's a Haitian American writer.
Yes. Well, on that note.
We are good.
I think we're good.
Yay!